Good morning, students. In last lecture, we have learned what is combinational circuit and sequential circuit. As we know that in combinational circuit, we are not having any existence of your memory element. The output depends only on the present input. So in this series, we have discussed multiplexer and demultiplexer in the last lecture, and in today's lecture, we are going to discuss encoder and decoders. So before moving on to the encoder and decoder, which is our next topic, we have just brief introduction of our last multiplexer and demultiplexer, because these are the very important combinational circuit. So we have to introduce, we have to revise these also. So what is multiplexer? As we know, multiplexer in which we are having n number of select line, and depending upon the select line, we are having output depend by 2 raised to power n input lines. So it will pass on your 2 raised to power n inputs to a single output lines, and that which out of 2 raised to power n input will be given to the output. It will be defined by your n control lines, or in these control lines are also known as select lines. So depending upon the value, we will pass on to the input to the output. So this is the diagram of 2:1 multiplexer. And multiplexer, as we have told in last lecture, multiplexer are also known as with short name, that is MUX. So in 2:1 multiplexer, we are having one select line or control line, and depending upon the value of control line, we will have output Z. So in this case, the characteristic equation for this will be Z is dependent upon your input line and output lines. So if we are having A, that is input A node, if you are having this A0, then first line A node will be selected, and if value of A is 1, then I node will be selected. So equation will be like that. If A node is, that is we are passing 0, A node, that means A bar, then this line will be selected. So this is I node. If A is 1, then this is I1, 1, this input will be selected. So this will be here. So output characteristic equation is that Z is equal to A node dot I node plus A dot I1. So this is the characteristic equation for this multiplexer 2:1. Similarly, we have 4:1 multiplexer, in which we are having two number of select lines, and depending on these 2 raised to power 4, that is 4 input lines, and there I node, I1, I2 and I3, and we are having Z as a output. So this is the your truth table for this. If value of select line AB is 0, 0, then we are having I1, and if you are having 0, 0, 0, 1, then we are having I1 as the output. This is the second input onto the output. If you are having 1, 0 select lines, then I2, this input will be passed on to the output, and last case, if A and B both are 1, this input will be passed on to the output. So the characteristic equation for output Z will be A bar, B bar, I node. For this case, A bar, B, I1 for this case, A, B bar, I2 for this, and A, B, I3 for this case. So this is the equation for this 4:1 multiplexer. Similarly, we have 8:1 multiplexer, in which we are having 3 select lines. So I0 to I7 are the 3 input lines, 8 input line, 3 select line, and we will pass on to this, to the your output line Z. So next, this is the diagram for this. Similarly, we are having demultiplexer, that is the just reverse to your multiplexer. We have also discussed in this, in which we are passing one input line to the many output line, and depending upon the n control line, we are having 2 raised to power n output values, and out of these we will convert it input to the pass on to the output. This is the diagram which we have explained in the last. These are the 2 select lines, and we are having this 4 number of output, and out of these 4, only one will be enabled and all will be disabled. So 0, 0 is the input line, input on the select line, then 1 will be W will be active and out will be deactive. So this is the multiplexer. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss decoders and encoder. So first we will discuss what is decoder. Decoder is just similar to your demultiplexer, in which we are having n input and 2 raised to power n output. So in demultiplexer we are having one input and n select line and 2 raised to power n output. So in this, instead of having one input, we are having n input, which are just like your select lines. So depending upon the value of select line, we will pass on to the input to the output in the demultiplexer, and similarly in decoder, depending upon the value of n inputs, we are passing it to the 2 raised to power n output. Out of these 2 raised to power n output, only one will be active. So this is, you can say, decoder is just like working as a your demultiplexer. In that we are having one input, and in this we are having, and in this in that we are having one input but n select lines. In this we are having n input instead of select line. Similarly working is there. So this is just like your demultiplexer, and we are passing the value of depending upon these n input lines. In the case of demultiplexer, we are using the n select line. So similarly we are having these decoders. So the same diagram we can also observe it from the case of demultiplexer. We are having passing, instead of in that we are having here one input, and these AB are here as a select line. Now they are working as a input line. So similarly we are passing, depending upon these value, we are enabling out of 2 raised to power n output, only one will be active. As in this case we are having 0 0 as a input, and W will be active. On all other input line output lines will be deactive. Similarly 0 1 is the case when this and this X will be only 1, other will be 0. If 1 0 is input, then Y is your 1, other will be 0, and 1 1 case Z is 1, other is 0. So this is another variation of decoder, in which we are having at the output we are having just inverter placed there. So we can say this is active low. जब आपके value 0 होगी, that means assume at a active instead of high. So it's just, this is just similar to your previous case, in which we are having only placed inverter at the output. So then nothing more than instead of inverting the output. So this is the case of 3:8. In this we are, instead of having in previous 2:4 decoder was there, it is your 3:8, 3 input line and 8 output line. Depending upon these value A, B, C, 0 0 0 0 1, we are enabling these output values lines. So if you are all three are 0, Y 0 is enabled, C is 1, other A, B 0, then Y 1 is enabled. Similarly 0 1 0 third is enabled, and at last if you are having A, B, C, all three are 1, then Y7 is enabled. Have you observed any correlation just we have learned in previous lectures or starting lectures? So we can observe from this that we are giving it here input in the form of binary, and the corresponding value, depending upon these binary value, the corresponding value that is placed on the output lines will be active. Means you can observe that this is binary 0, in decimal this is 0, it is giving you Y0 value output, other is 0. Similarly this is decimal 1, so Y1 that is having decimal value Y1 is active. This is 2, Y2 is active. This is 3, Y3 is active. This is 4 in binary decimal number. We are having Y4 active, 5, Y5, 6, Y6, and corresponding 7, Y7 is active. So we are basically converting binary number to your corresponding decimal number output. So this can be used for this application also. In this we have placed one enable chip. This is another variation. We have placed an enable chip, in which we are having, when this enable pin is having one value, this decoder will work as we have learnt in last line. But if this value is 0, then it will not work. So you can observe we have placed one more column before this AB. If enable pin is 1, this will work well and good. as we have in previous slides, but if this is 0, this is not any significant mode. So this is enable. We can also place here inverter, and this is just reverse of this. If you are having enable value 0, then it will work. If we are having value 1, then it will not work. Okay, this is similar. So you can use it enable pin for making another higher encoder from this lower decoders. So if you want to construct 4:16 decoder by using 2:a and 2:4 decoder, then you have to use this enable pin. So this is exercise for you. You have to convert 4:16 decoder using 2:4 decoders. If you have found any problem, then you can discuss with me. Next is our topic is encoder. In encoder, this is similar to your decoder. This is just reverse of your decoder, in which we are having n input and 2 raised to power n output. In this we are having 2 raised to power n input, and correspondingly we are having n outputs. So this is just inverse of your decoder. In this we are having 4 input and 2 output. This is your 4:2 encoder. Just reverse of your decoder, you can observe 4 input are there, only D is active 1, then we are correspondingly having output 0 0. If C is active, I1 is active, then 0 1 will be at the output side, and in this I2 is having 1, then 1 0 is there, and I3 is active, then we are having 1 1. So we are converting decimal to your binary value. So this is just reverse of your encoder. So these are the decoder and encoder and demultiplexer and multiplexer, which we have learned in this series. So these are 4 are very important combinational circuit. So in next lecture we will discuss sequential circuit.